Okay, this one you're going to have to explain.
One of the most vocal leaders of an Atlanta group protesting police brutality has himself been arrested multiple times for, of all things, impersonating a police officer.
To me, I need help from the audience, so I'm crowdsourcing this out to you. I'm John Mike Keene.
When the BLM protests happened and turned into riots, when they went into Minnesota, and so we had more people die during riots during his term than Biden by a long shot.
He wanted to send in the National Guard to Minnesota. It was actually Waltz who rejected the National Guard.
And the Black Lives Matter, the ex-president is busted, probably going to federal prison. And that's good news. That's the good news. So, but that's not what this is about.
Don't do on the spot interviews right now.
You love to talk. I've seen you.
Love to talk.
So it's fun now.
But I can't believe that you're using the riots throughout the summer of 2020 as an argument against Trump when it was the left.
No, I'm going to show you something real quick. Look, this is Andy Ngo over on Twitter. Here's his tweet. Breaking. The former leader of BLM Greater Atlanta has been sentenced to 3.5 years in federal prison for stealing nearly $500,000 from donors to fund a luxury lifestyle.
Tyree Page is currently on probation after pleading guilty to a lesser crime of obstruction of a police officer.
Fox 5 I-Team reporter Randy Travis talked to Page today about the irony of these criminal charges.
That's right, Tanae and Russ. Yeah, Tyree Page likes to refer to himself as Sir Major Page, leader of Black Lives Matter of Greater Atlanta. His extensive court files offer another surprising description, though: cop wannabe.
Quote, Sir Major Page, unquote, previously known as Tyree Conyers Page, was convicted of money laundering and wire fraud at a trial in April. Okay. Normal trial so far. Normal. Other than he's Black Lives Matter and he's going to prison for fraud. That too is also normal and kind of commonplace these days. After George Floyd died, hundreds of thousands were gifted to his nonprofit, and he used the money to buy a home in Toledo, Ohio, and other luxury goods for himself. That's kind of common for all of the Black Lives Matter leadership to engorge themselves on freebies with money that was granted to them. And I mean billions of dollars by businesses, mass donations. You guys forget all this happened, but there were some serious grifters on the ground taking advantage of BLM. The grift mirrors how other prominent BLM activists have enriched themselves and their family with properties and wealth. Liberals often donate huge sums to left-wing racial causes like BLM with little to no scrutiny. The legacy media is willing to repeat and amplify the lies of these leftist activist groups. Now, that's not the weird part. I just want to take a look at this Sir Major Page. Here's a picture of him with a mask on saying, "I can't breathe." Now, who's going to tell him? Am I the only one that notices am I missing something here? This is the leader of Black Lives Matter in Atlanta. Let's bring up his mugshot. Here's his mugshot. What am I missing? I mean, I'm just a dumb guy. I'm John Mike Keene. I'm just some dumb guy.
You dumb cracker.
Is there a problem with this guy? Is he getting pulled over by cops all the time for driving in the wrong neighborhood because they see a black man driving in the wrong neighborhood? Am I missing something? Is this guy getting profiled? I must be missing something. I'd rather have you guys tell me, what do you notice about this mugshot of a leader of Black Lives Matter
conference? That we stand on the shoulders of those who have paved the way for us to be able to protest in the streets and to be able to have our voices heard.
I'll bet this guy, it's not safe to even walk through a neighborhood. He would get profiled if he was just walking through Irvine, California, through the wrong neighborhood. Boy, his skin color would get him in big trouble. You know what? The only neighborhood this guy couldn't walk through is probably Compton, because he'd get, here he is, Sir Major, over on Twitter. This is one of the other grifts that he did, was he set up this Twitter account. That's what he'd used the $500,000 for, was to set up his social media, and he has 19,000 followers. Again, I'm going to need you guys to spell this one out for me. I'm John Mike Keane.